In this lesson, we are going to create product page. When we select a product, we are going to show product image, information, and add to cart button. Let's go for it. Here is the plan. We need to create an API in the backend to return product information by a slug. Go to index.ts and right after this API, create another API, but this time instead of /API/products, we add /:slug, and colon means that a slug is a parameter and it's the product slug. So when you send API request like /API/product/shirt, shirt will be passed to this function to find the product with slug of shirt. Here rec.params.slug has the value that you entered in the URL as slug. So it returns this value, the product object, to the front end, and we can use it inside the front end. Let's go to the front end part. Like what we did to get list of all products, we need to create a hook using use query to get list of product details by slug. Go to product hooks, and right after use get products query to get list of all products from backend, I'm going to define another hooks. This time set the name of hook to get product details by a slug. So put use and query right after React query hooks. This time we pass parameter to this hook, and it's the slug of product that we are going to fetch from backend, and the type of a slug is a string. Like always, to define a hook, we need to define arrow function, and here is the arrow function. What it returns is use query hook. It's from React query, and what it does is to set the API description. The name of this API or query is products, but this time to cache this product in the React query, we need to set another key, and it's the slug. So if you want to go to the shirt page, the query key will be products, shirt. So it's gonna be saved in the queue, in the cache by this name. Let's go for query function. It's an async function to get products from backend API. To access to the backend API, we use API client from Axios and call get function on it. And the type of data that we are going to get from backend is product type. The address to send the request is API/products/slug. It's exactly like what we defined in the backend. And from this result, this response of Axios only get the data, which is the product object. Save it, and let's go for next step and use this query. Go to product page.tsx. At the very beginning, we need to get a slug from the URL. Like this one, we need to get this one because backend API needs a slug to fetch product. To do that, we use params. It's a hook from React Rotterdam to return an object of key pairs of params in the current URL. put it here, and from params, extract a slug. So we are going to only get the slug value. Next step is calling React Query hook that we defined. Let's import it and pass a slug to this function. Because a slug can be undefined, I use exclamation mark to make sure that it is a string. What I get from this hook is the data. I rename it to product, is loading a status, and error message. Let's use them inside the return part. Use this conditional rendering. If is loading, show a loading box like this. Otherwise, if there is an error, show message box, and inside message box, use getError function to convert the error to text message. Next condition is if product is null, show this message box, this error box, product not found. Otherwise, just render this product as it is. We need to wrap it in parentheses. Save the code to format it. So what we did is to have this conditional rendering. If you are loading data using React Query show loading box, Command I on Mac or Control Space on Windows to import automatically components / loading box. Do the same for importing message box. GetError function from utils folder and API error from types folder. Let's test it. Go to the home page. In the network, set connection to Slow3G and click on a product. As you see, we have loading here, and then we have empty div because here we do not have anything. Let's add stuff to the content part. Here I'm using row and column to shape 3 columns layout. First column occupy half of a screen to show the product image, second column to show product information, and the third column for product action like add to cart. Import row from React Bootstrap and call from React Bootstrap. At the very beginning, here is the import section for React Bootstrap. Get rid of React, we do not need it. And let's go back for the first column to show product image. For product image, create image tag, set class name to large, set source to product.image and alternative text to product.name. We need to go to the index.css and for img.large, set this class name. Max width 100%. By having this class, you will not have horizontal scroll if the image is too big. Let's go for next column. In the meantime, you can test the result. Change network to no throttling and refresh. Here we have product image like this. Let's go for product information. In the second column, we are going to create list item group like this. List item group should be imported from React Bootstrap. At the very beginning, I imported React Bootstrap list group. What I have in the list group, I have list item using list group.item. And the first item is the heading 1 for product name. Also, I'm using helmet here, so I can get rid of helmet here because I want to put title tag close to the heading 1 tag. That's why I move it right here. First list group is product name. Second list group is for product rating So I need to import rating like what we did in the product item component. We need to pass rating and non-reviews from product object. Next item is for product price. Put $sign before it and get it from product.price field. And the last list item is for description, and put the description inside a paragraph. Save the code. And there we are. We shaped the product information column. Let's go for the last column. It's product action. We are going to create a bordered box. So I'm going to use card from React Bootstrap, import it. And inside card, define card body to have padding around the box. Like what we did in the previous column, create list group. Like this, set variant to flush to get rid of border around the list item, list group. And shape the first list item. Inside this, create a row and column to put price in the left side and the value of price in the right side. Like this. Let's go for next list item. Right after this one, shape the next list item. It's the status of product in the stock. If product.contentStock is greater than 0, we show a badge with background color success and the caption is in stock. Otherwise, define a badge with background color danger and the caption unavailable. Badge should be imported from React Bootstrap. Here is the result. If I go back for this one, it's unavailable. Awesome. Let's go for the last one. Here, as a list item, I need to use conditional rendering. If content stock greater than 0, then render this JSX. It's a list item. Inside that, I defined a div with class name display grid because I'm going to have a full width button, and that's the way to have full width stuff in React Bootstrap. Inside that, render a button. It's not a regular HTML button. It's a button from React component with style, and set variant to primary to make it blue, and set the caption to add to cart. Great. In less than 90 lines of code, we shaped product page like this, and the data comes from backend. That's it about this lesson. Until next lesson, bye-bye.